galera, tudo bem? Sabe aonde eu tô? Na Campus Party, a maior feira de inovações tecnológicas. É minha primeira Campus Party. Eu nunca participei de uma. Eu tô super ansiosa para ver o que eu vou encontrar aqui, porque dizem que tem uma galera acampada, que tem vários workshops e palestras muito legais. Então vem comigo, vamos lá? Gente, eu tô aqui com o Daniel. O Daniel é produtor de games, inclusive ele já trabalhou numa franquia que com certeza todo mundo que curte a Playtv conhece, que é Battlefield. E qual foi o foco da sua palestra nesse ano?
So I was presenting basically game design, the most important pillars of game design. Usually we're pretty stuck on tech. We're pretty stuck on what engine we're going to use. We're pretty stuck on the graphics. We're pretty much stuck on the marketing side of it. But it's very, very important to know the core of games. Especially today in the crowded market of today where people don't really focus on narrative too much. Social is very important. So I was just detailing most important steps of game design when you start.
Eu vi uma entrevista sua onde você falava que para a pessoa ser um designer de game, ela precisa de duas coisas. Ela precisa ser uma pessoa criativa e ter coragem de colocar tudo isso em prática. E aí hoje eu estava vendo a sua palestra também e eu vi que você falou que a pessoa precisa ter, se perguntar muito do porquê ela está fazendo tudo aquilo. Você tem alguma outra dica que você pode dar para uma pessoa que está começando no designer de games, na produção de games também?
Play a lot of games. That's the number one advice. Experiment. Not everything is going to be perfect. I mean, I can think of 3-4 different titles that we worked on in the studio, and then we just threw them away because they were not up to speed. The ideas were outdated. Maybe we came up with better things. So try new things all the time. Play your competitors' games. See what they're doing, and do your things differently. I mean, game design, it's not bioscience, but it's still a science that you need to learn. And the only way you can learn it is by doing yourself.
Como que você pode descrever o processo da produção de games e quanto tempo leva no momento que vocês têm a ideia até o momento final, onde a galera começa a jogar?
Chaos, absolute chaos. That's that's the starting point. No, I mean, of course, you have a clear definition. Depends on what kind of game you're making, right? I mean, for Battlefield, we had at least two years down the line to make a game. I mean, first concept, finalization of the concept, and go into prototype. After prototype, you build, you revert, you go to alpha. So a lot of different steps to be taken. But throughout the whole process, I mean, I think you always have quality in mind. You have to have your end goal in mind. I mean, when you make a game, you're trying to tell people something. Whether it's games like The Last of Us or Assassin's Creed, you're trying to teach them something. You're trying to teach your audience something. And I think that needs to stick with you throughout the entire creative process. But you also have to be flexible. Your creative process might change along the way based on it's not trendy anymore to make, I don't know, World War I games, or it's not trendy anymore to make space games. So you have to adapt and adjust a little bit. So being flexible and a little chaotic, actually. You have to be a little crazy to be in games too, so that's pretty much it.
O que você acha que um game precisa ter para ele ser um jogo de sucesso?
I mean, if you asked me 5 years ago, I would have told you a narrative, basically, a multiplayer. But today, it's much more complicated. I mean, you have games all across all devices. You have games across consoles. They build them in different ways. I mean, games that are pocket games like Candy Crush or Angry Birds are built differently than AAA games like Assassin's Creed or Battlefield or Mass Effect. So it's different how you design games. But overall, you need to tell a good story, quality, good team, and a lot of imagination, I guess. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.